What do you mean ousted? How do you oust someone like Diljit Dosanjh?
100%.
Which is one of the single reasons why India is even on a global map like that, especially the Punjabi representation.
Yeah, 100%.
I love that he didn't even pretend to be polite.
Yeah.
He's like, the audacity.
Yeah, he's like, this is your job. And like,
he
do
said
your
it like
job.
Talha Anjum, the rapper.
I feel like we're talking about Justin Bieber
swear,
every damn
I swear.
week. I don't want to talk about him anymore, but he needs to relax. Hi guys, we're back once again
at Tea Party.
Let's go.
Please like, follow, share, subscribe CDFM 89 on all social media platforms that are
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
I'm Neequ.
I'm Mash, and let's get right into the tea. We've got some real piping hot tea to kick it off.
Yeah.
Something funky that happened last week.
Is it funky?
I mean, interesting. Not funky. I mean, not there's no value added to my word, right? So Asim Azhar and Meerub, his fiance, broke up.
Yeah. And it was a 3-year long engagement that they had.
It was very sudden, the breakup. Like, I don't think anyone really saw it coming.
Not at all. And also, Asim was the one to inform the fans, not Meerub. So that's
I was literally going to say that because he posted about it on his story.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw.
I did see that.
But she hasn't posted anything about it. Like, not one single post. But she has posted some really, really hot pictures where she looks like fabulous.
She looks stunning. But also I was thinking, what's the tea though? Why did it happen? Because when you've been together for so long and you've come out in public also, and you had a butt pucky thing, we saw pictures of that.
It was very
Something
cute.
Must have gone incredibly wrong. I don't think it was, just a fight.
Yeah.
Or
there's an engagement, right? And
yeah,
it's
it was an engagement.
It was
official
relationship.
Also.
Yeah. I think in his post, Asim said, because I have it open right here, after a great deal of thought and reflection, Meerub and I have chosen to move forward in our separate paths, peacefully and mutually.
Yeah.
Utmost respect, yada yada, same old script that everyone uses.
Okay, personally, I'm not a fan of public breakups in the sense where people have to give out a statement and be like, so this has happened and like please respect our privacy at this time and this and that. It's like, you know what, just move along, like, because otherwise it does become something people talk about and people want to know. For example, I think Ahad and Sajal, they never spoke about it, and something about that I do respect in the sense that then there's only so much probing you can do, right? When two people are just not acknowledging it, they're moving ahead with their lives.
I also feel like that's because Sajal and Ahad aren't very like social media people. Like, I don't see either of them posting super often on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I feel like with some celebrities, and I might be wrong, is that when your relationship has been so public and you've shared those moments of joy and like, oh, we're engaged with fans, they're kind of like, we owe it to our fans almost.
I get that.
That we're not together anymore.
I get that.
So maybe that's where they were coming from.
I get it. But then also I saw this thread on Reddit.
Oh God, not Reddit.
I'm not sure.
Reddit.
I know, but Reddit is the place where you kind of go for all that tea.
Okay, yeah. Give it
so
to me.
It's talking about how there was this singer who Asim Azhar hired for Meerub's birthday to perform at her birthday, who she really liked.
Oh no.
We're in a crisis situation.
Her earring keeps falling. Maybe I should just take them off.
Falling off. Yeah, or not.
Okay.
I really like them. Okay. But she helped me like do this makeshift stopper thing here.
It didn't work, I think.
It didn't work, but I have some tape on my ear, stuck to my ear, and
Beauty
that's fine.
Beauty is pain.
Beauty is really pain.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Reddit thread. Beautiful earrings.
Yeah. Thank you. So I read that he hired this singer for Meerub's birthday. And after that, Asim Azhar followed that singer, and Meerub and that singer became close. And that could be one of the reasons why they broke up. I mean, that's what I've heard. That's what I saw.
I've heard.
Speculation. Pure speculation.
I've heard on the grapevine also speculation that she apparently had some issues with people in his family, like kind of coming after her mobility and her line of work, and not being okay with her working. Now, I don't know how true this is, and you don't want to like put allegations against someone, but apparently.
Okay, but my favorite thing was when I saw tweets of Hania Amir fans obviously chiming
God,
in.
yes.
Because as we all know, they were allegedly in a relationship before
They
this.
used to date.
I mean,
let's be so for real.
Yeah, she said it.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, their breakup was very public. They were like,
they were, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, someone said on their Twitter account, जिसने हानिया आमिर को सताया उसने रिक्शा ही चलाया. And that's my favorite thing in the world.
And also the funniest thing is Hania Amir just came back from Hajj. Like, congratulations to her.
Yeah.
But people were like, Hania Amir ki Hajj ki duaein kabul ho gayi. And it was all too funny.
So I put all of these people above this conversation, but it's too fun. It's too fun to ignore.
I don't think Hania Amir is praying for Asim Azhar's downfall during Hajj.
Agreed.
But
yeah, it's good entertainment.
Yeah, for sure.
And also recently a concert happened where Asim Azhar was performing, and I don't know why he chose to make the announcement like right before the concert, because of course then it's gonna come up, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
At the concert, a couple of people were chanting Meerub's name.
Yeah.
And to that, Asim very gracefully responded by saying that, everybody comes from, like, they have their respect online, and their families wouldn't like it and it would cause them distress. So please don't chant her name.
Nice.
Which was nice of him.
I like that. That's very graceful, and I think that is the correct way to go about this.
I agree. Yeah.
Very cool. But moving on, because we've just spoken about...
I should just get rid of it at this point.
We can still display them, but on the side.
Yeah.
Your
it's
hair
right
is covering
here.
it. Your hair is fine.
My drop earring.
Yeah.
It was a gift from someone. Anyway.
But Hania Amir, because we were just talking about her.
Yep.
Hania Amir, Hareem Farooq, who's an actor,
Yeah.
basically recently spoke about Hania Amir and how she said that she didn't know, but apparently she's the one who discovered Hania Amir. And when I saw this headline, I was like a little like, but like Hania's put in her effort and all of that.
Same.
But Hareem said it in such a graceful and like lovely manner.
You're so right.
Yeah.
I saw that too. And she started off with, first of all, I'm so proud of Hania. I'm so proud of her.
And I love that. And she was like, she's so talented and
Yeah.
she's so hardworking. Like, she clarified all those things. But then she went on to say that, I saw like a dub smash and I showed it to someone else. And then we were like, oh, she's so talented.
She had a manager back then, Imran Raza. He was casting someone, like he was looking for someone, and he saw this dub smash of Hania Amir. And he sent that to Hareem Farooq, who then said, oh wow, she's so talented. And she's like, I just haven't been wrong like all this time. I keep seeing her. And she said, I was only a vessel. The person who's, behind all this hard work and all this, who should be given the right kind of credit for her fame, is Hania herself.
Agreed.
So that's big of her.
I love that. And she was really praising Hania, which I think is so great.
She was.
She was like, Hania's such a quick learner. She's such a hard worker, and she's just so talented. And I absolutely love women supporting women. Like, it's so
100%.
great. It's so necessary, right?
Yeah.
And like from the get-go, like when I saw the headline, like I said, I was like, oh, like, she's going to take all the credit for Hania's fame, but she really didn't. She did it so gracefully, and like, it was really well done.
Yeah. Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked it. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Very cute.
So that was cute. Moving on to Talha Anjum.
Talha Anjum.
Mans has gotten political now.
I love that.
Because
Talha Anjum's always been political, though, if you think about it.
That's so true.
Talha Anjum's always been political.
First of all, being an underground rap artist, that in itself is politics, if you will. But no, now he's actually even going after the Sindh government, because he said he reposted a story where Murad Ali Shah,
the chief minister
of Sindh, was talking about how they're, I think constructing a road. It's called
Sharai Bhutto.
Yeah. And, and how it is a gift for the citizens, for the people of Karachi. And to that, Talha Anjum was like, this is, first of all, your job. This is your responsibility. This is not a gift. Karachi has been in the worst situation for years now, and this is all because of the prevailing government. And he took it to his story to say that. Guts. Guts.
For sure. Like, he really reposted and he said, more than 15 years of the worst governance, and these are his words, not mine, Sindh Karachi has witnessed, yet they have the audacity to make these statements. It's not a gift. It is your job to do this for the people. And low-key, he is right? Like,
I love that he didn't even pretend to be polite.
Yeah.
He's like, the audacity.
Yeah, he's like, this is your job. And like,
he
do
said
your
it like
job.
Talha Anjum, the rapper.
100%. And like, props to him for like not, dimming down his personality. And Talha Anjum is such a Karachiite through and through, right?
He
like,
really
his
is.
songs are like, so many of them are about Karachi, and you can tell that
Asli hai. That's a really good song about like where he's
really
from.
like loves the city and is from the city and like really owns that. So it's cool to see him take a stand.
I'm a big fan of rap in general.
Yeah.
And for me, the way into rap, like for local music industry, that was Talha Anjum and Talha Yunus. Like these guys are phenomenal. They're very, very good.
Especially
the music
local
is incredible.
rap, right?
Local
like
rap,
Pakistani
exactly.
rap. Yeah.
Pakistani rap, because that wasn't mainstream before, and now they've made it.
Yeah. So this whole thing happened. I don't know if you saw. There's this British content creator, travel vlogger. I was going to say YouTuber, but he's not. His name's George Buckley. So George was in Pakistan, and he was staying at Luxus Resort, which is on Attabad Lake, in Gilgit-Baltistan. And when he was there, he made a video and he posted it saying, alleging that the resort is pumping waste into the lake. Now, the lake, as you know, is very scenic, very beautiful. It's like stunning. It's crystal clear blue waters. And he is showing like murky areas. And he's like, they're dumping their sewage into this. It's untreated. And it smells bad, whatever. The video went viral. It has over 1 million views, hundreds of thousands of likes. And then GB authorities apparently took action ASAP. They went and they fined the owner, like 1.5 million, I think it was. And they also sealed part of the resort because apparently some of his claims were credible.
Damn. So it took a white person.
It took a white person saying it. And the white person was also like, a local has told us this. So it took... I guess, he has a following, right? So that went viral and a lot of celebrities were liking and like resharing
it's just kind of sad that there's always scope for us to change and do better, because this could have been done before.
And the administration is willing to like make those moves.
Exactly. So there's willingness, but there's just this laziness and, this very discernible inertia in the system.
Yeah.
And that's really sad.
Yeah, also, I don't know if you saw, but Luxus came out and like denied the allegation where they were like, no.
But it's obvious, it's visible to the eye.
They're like, it's sediments and mud and when the rivers are flowing, and in summer we always get these allegations. But also George Buckley was like, well, I asked you to show me papers. But you didn't. And you haven't given any like documentation proving otherwise. This is just your word against like what the locals are saying and what we can see and what we can smell, apparently.
And Pakistan is, I think, 5th country that is ranked worst when it comes to climate change.
Oh God. Yeah.
So these things add up.
Yeah,
you know that this is happening in real time.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's quite sad. But
that is really
but
sad.
Glad that there's some action being taken against it, even if it did take like a white travel vlogger talking about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
As long as something happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But moving on.
What's next?
Oh God. Okay, so Diljit
Dosanjh, we love him.
But he has a movie coming out. It's called Sardarji 3.
Yes, it's the third installment.
The third one, in the franchise. And Hania Amir was apparently being cast in it before the Belgaum attack happened, the unfortunate incident. And before that, like, she was making the headlines and people were excited to see them together. But of course, post the attack, there's been a complete shift in the whole conversation, because now everyone's like, well, how could you do that? How can you have like this Pakistani person be in your film? And of course, like, Pakistan-India collaborations are again now halted. So,
Pakistani actors are banned from working in India.
So now the movie itself is also being rumored to be banned.
Yeah, apparently. And here's the thing, right? Like, it was never confirmed that Hania was going to be in the movie at all. This was all speculation. So they had been at like similar locations at similar times. They had hung out. She went to one of his concerts. She was backstage with him. And there were other pictures also where she was there, or like someone speculated that, oh, this is Hania in the background of one of Diljit's pictures. So she's probably going to be in the movie. But it was never confirmed by Diljit or Hania that if she was going to be in it. And I don't know if you saw the teaser trailer. I watched it.
I haven't
She was
seen
not
it.
in it. She was not in it.
I mean, well, now I would assume why.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume so, that she wouldn't be there. But I feel like, okay, first she was being cast and then something happened and now that's not happening and they're following the protocols now. So what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? Let it be released. Let it happen.
For sure.
Fine, they're, conforming to whatever it is that they're being told to do. And that should be it.
Yeah, I think it was the federal. Now I need to read this because it's so difficult. Twice. I pronounce it in my head. Twice. The Federation of Western India Cine Employees. their president, B.N. Tiwari, was like, the film industry cannot support people who are against this country. If Diljit Dosanjh or any other artist continues to act like this, an action will not just be taken against their film, but against them as well. We have no place for traitors.
Now that's a big one.
Yeah, and that they will be ousted from the industry.
Yeah. What do you mean ousted? How do you oust someone like Diljit Dosanjh?
100%.
Which is one of the single reasons why India is even on a global map like that, especially the Punjabi representation.
Yeah, 100%.
Right now, as of now, Diljit is like, he's goated.
100%.
Come on. Look at the Met Gala, his songs, his collaborations, Coachella. What is he not doing? He's bringing in so much revenue, fame, attention to India right now. And this is what you're saying, like, traitor? Please be so for real.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And also, like, it's like you said, right? If the movie was recorded before the whole situation happened, why not let it, like, come out? But that's also what happened with Abir Gulal. Like, it never came out. It was supposed to come out last month.
Yep.
Halted, gone. Sad. It's sad that you're killing art.
Sad state of affairs.
Yeah, for sure. But like a happier thing when it comes to India-Pakistan collaborations is there's this music producer, this Indian music producer / content creator whose name is what's his name?
Yashraj Mukherjee.
No, Mukhate. It's Mukhar. It's Mukh. How do you pronounce? Wow, we always get confused.
Mukhate,
yes.
Yashraj Mukhate.
Yeah, there you go. So Yashraj Mukhate, this Indian music producer / content creator, he's really well known for like a bunch of fun like remixes he's done. There was the Pari Oriya one he did with Talha Anjum, which has
Pari Oriya. That's too good.
It has like 9-10 million views on Instagram. I checked today, by the way. Which is wild. But he's just put out a new remix, which is great.
I saw.
It's this viral video of this guy being asked, like, do you prefer your mother's side of the family or father's side of the family? And he's like, rishtedar ka lafz mujhe pasand hi nahi hai. Like, I don't like any relatives. And he's put a spin on it. He's used that video and Annie Khalid's iconic 2005 song Mahia.
That's what a song.
And made like this fun remix mashup situation. It's so good. It's so funny.
I heard. Yeah. But it made me want to listen to Mahia again. Because
I know,
what a song. Y2K banger.
She was so ahead of her time, by the way. She's iconic. I think
she even made curly hair look cool. Because, you know, there's always this stereotype. People are straightening their hair. You know, the girls
in like
are.
2005. She
owned that.
Yeah, 100%.
And what an iconic tune, because it's still, you hear it and you're like, oh God, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Even if it's in a parody version. I love that.
And I feel like he really like breathed new life into it because it has like 1 million views on Instagram, like so many likes.
It also has comedic value, no?
100%.
Like not just the music value, but also it's so funny.
It's so funny and it's really good. It's very catchy.
And once again, like India-Pakistan collab.
Yeah, and it's doing great.
And it's doing well. People are taking it.
100%. And like I think Annie herself also commented on it.
She did.
She's like, oh yeah. And then she did like a bunch of like smiley emojis.
And you replied to that saying the OG.
Yeah, I love that. He pinned her comment to the comment section.
He did.
I love it.
So that's very heartwarming.
Very sweet. Also very catchy. It's stuck in my head now. We will be listening to it on the way. हम लोग घर जाते हुए सुनेंगे ये.
That's so true. But coming to a sadder story now. So an app that people have been relying on for so long is now being shut down, and that's Careem. Which is really sad for a lot of people. Like, Careem
Kurt's shocked.
Oh, wow.
Did you not know this?
You didn't know this?
Careem is shutting down, you guys.
Yeah. I mean, so the CEO has said that it is because of competition and just the economics of it is not sitting well to make the kind of investments that they're required to be able to provide dependable and reliable commute to people. So they said that we can't do that anymore because, you know, there's just a lot more fish in the sea.
Yeah. I mean, there are. If you think about it, there's so many other, like...
There are a lot of other apps.
Ride-hailing apps.
Yeah.
But for me, personally...
But Careem was OG.
Like, it was my favorite. Yeah. We Careem home after recording our podcast. Like, what are we going to do? Yeah. Most days. Recently, most days. Yeah, but... It's so sad. And, you know, like, initially, whatever we had our apprehensions with, like, Careem kare or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, in recent times, it's like, okay, the more you don't have a car, the more you're like, okay,
we'll just Careem, bro. Like,
And I
it's
think
such a chill thing.
people are also upset because their customer service was really great.
Yeah.
So if you felt unsafe,
It felt
you could,
safe.
Yeah, it felt safe.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's partly because of their customer service, because you could get in
Yeah.
touch with them really fast.
Yeah.
You know, there was like, if you're a woman going alone, there was safety measures for you.
Exactly.
They had women drivers also, which I thought was so cool.
I think female mobility, the kind of way that Careem paved way for that,
100%.
Like, it's so incredible.
Because young girls could then like go out by themselves, right?
Yeah.
So really sad to see it go, and I feel like
I till date have to lie to my parents sometimes if I'm doing it.
that's just you.
Yeah, that's just me. But also, no, if I'm doing it with Mashal, then that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're doing it with someone. But anyway, we won't have the option to do that soon.
Yeah, and I feel like the other apps like don't have that safety element like
100%,
as much.
yeah.
But I guess we'll have to find an alternative.
Yeah. Or just
Sad.
call Rafiq Bhai.
Yeah, call Rafiq Bhai. Shout out.
Shout out.
But yeah, take us away to another country now.
Okay.
Kareem jetting away.
Jetting away right into Hollywood.
Let's go.
Where Justin is. And he's
I
interacting
feel
with
like
the
we're
paps.
talking about Justin Bieber
swear,
every damn
I swear.
week. I don't want to talk about him anymore, but he needs to relax.
He does. Like, if he stops giving me content, maybe then we'll stop
That's
talking
so
about
true.
him. But he keeps
That's
doing
so
it.
true.
So recently he had this verbal altercation with this paparazzi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know nothing about this, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
So basically, he's just in his hoodie. He's chilling on the sidewalk of a beach. He's there and he's just like, he's standing there and some paps are recording him. And he goes, "What are you doing, man? I'm a husband. I'm a father. Come on, I'm standing on business. Are you not clocking it? Like, I'm standing on
That's so
business."
Gen Z of him.
And I was like, what is he trying to say with all
what
of
does
this?
he mean, though?
So basically, he wanted them to obviously stop recording him.
Yeah.
But he just seemed really out of it. He seemed like he needs help. And he didn't seem unreasonable. I will say that it's a fair ask. Like, if he's there with his wife, with his child, he should be left alone. And that really takes a toll on his mental health, which we have been a witness to for years now.
Yeah.
Paps included, Paps especially. So they should not be doing that, invading his privacy like that. But he just kept on repeating himself and he was like, "I'm standing on business, man. Like, you need to clock it."
I don't get what that means.
I don't even get what it means.
You need to clock it means, but like, I'm standing on business. Was he doing work?
No, I think he means like, so when you say I'm standing on business, it's like, I'm being so for real with you right now. Like, I'm standing on business. Like,
That's
leave me alone.
too Gen Z for me. That's like Gen
Really?
Alpha. I do not know what this means.
I knew that.
Oh,
But
nice.
no, he did. And then he also took it his Instagram to talk about that. So he also had a fight with a friend and he posted screenshots of that. It's giving a little high school. But that friend was like, that friend sounded perfectly reasonable, by the way. They were like, this isn't how you treat. I don't know what the fight was about, but I just remember Justin's response. It was like, if you can't respect my boundaries, I don't want you to be in my orbit, and I have other friends, and that's what matters to me. If you can't do this, like, that's on you, and stop telling me to heal. He keeps saying that, like, stop telling me to heal. And you guys think I'm mad. And even in that video, he said, you're gonna now take this out of context and post it, and you're gonna paint me crazy and stuff, which is true. People do that. But there's also a certain line of, I think, respect and what that he can still show, but I think he's just beyond that now. Like, it's past him to show any sort of like, be considerate at this point.
I mean, low-key, I get it, because you've been hounded by the paps like your whole life since you were a child, and then just the added burden of like being a child star
fully
never having like a life without it.
So another TikToker also posted about it, and they came out in support of Justin Bieber, and to that Hailey responded. Ek to Hailey
also likes the drama.
Hailey, bro. Like,
Hailey, tum to chup ho jao, bro.
Chup ho jao, bro. Like, he doesn't care that much. I mean, about you in specific, because she's always having his back. She always has his back.
What a
partner.
wife. What a
Beautiful.
wife.
Love that
it.
for Justin. Love that for Justin, not for Hailey.
You said it. You're right, though.
I mean,
anyways, what did she say?
So she said exactly to that, because he was getting a lot of flack from people online, and people don't leave you alone when you say stuff like that. So there was a lot of conversation, and she was like, exactly. So she kind of made it in a subtle way, made it obvious that, like, I'm still standing by my husband, which she will till the end of time. I feel. But that's that.
Yeah. Interesting. well, we're not in Hollywood anymore when we're talking about this topic, but South Korea, I guess, K-pop. BTS is almost back. And I feel like by the time this podcast goes up, which is going to be on the weekend, all of BTS will actually be back. Because
you must be happy.
I am happy because like Loki was like on hiatus as a fan also because they were on hiatus and like they took a break. Because in South Korea, as you know, all men have to enlist in the army. It's mandatory.
Yeah.
There's 7 of them. 3 of them came out earlier. 4 of them just came out last week. So RM and V, those, if you know, came out last week. And then a couple of days later, Jungkook and Jimin came out. And now one member, Suga. Yeah,
I was just going to say.
Suga is going to come out on the 21st, which I think is Saturday. So yeah, and then it'll be a BTS
so this military
reunion.
conscription thing is a real thing that they have to do, like all of them, and no exceptions and no exemptions.
No exceptions. I think some of the exceptions they have are if you're like a classical musician for some reason and like you've made like some big waves. I don't know. There's some criteria. Or if you're an Olympic medalist.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then you're exempted.
So you're doing enough for the country. So you don't have to do this.
But the thing is, so is BTS because there's so many articles on how much like revenue they've bought in just by doing their thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, back in the day before all of them enlisted, which was like a few years ago, there was talk in the South Korean like assembly that what if we exempt BTS and what if they don't have to go? Now this was never like officially like mandated that they don't have to go, but before it could be passed or like really discussed upon further, BTS themselves were like, no, it's our duty, we will do it. So
damn,
pretty cool.
Pretty cool. So now they'll be back. They'll be making good music again.
Yeah,
and the fans will go crazy
love
again.
It. The fans love it. They're like, they're ready to get back into it. It's really fun.
Go BTS
I'm excited. Let's go BTS fans. And every like release, BTS fans are told you can't be there because it's like not allowed.
Okay.
Because other people are getting like discharged from the army also.
That's true.
And they're always there. It's so funny. Now they just have like separate press conferences.
They
when
really
fan
love BTS,
They
honestly.
really do. And it's going to be wild.
Yeah.
Because July is also their anniversary. So they're going to be doing lots of stuff.
We have a BTS fan in the house.
I was big into it back in the day. Really into it.
It's seeming like it's still present.
Now I feel like it's coming back because like they're also coming back from the army.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Excited for you.
to see what's gonna happen.
Love that.
Yeah.
But on that note,
Yes.
we shall be signing off.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed. Please like, follow, share, subscribe. CDFM89 on all social media platforms that are
YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
I'm Neequ.
I'm Mash.
And we'll see you guys next weekend.
Bye.
Bye.